And now our Jamaican brothers and sisters, they're in need. And we talked to Jamaica today. The areas that are devastated are all areas where we have church and members. Areas that was not devastated, we have churches there also. So we're going to put together a task force and everybody should be interested in being a part of this. Amen.
As many of us are already aware, the western region of Jamaica suffered severe devastation from Hurricane Melissa, which reportedly claimed the lives of 32 individuals across the island.
Jamaica's death toll in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa has moved to 32. The Information Minister, Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon, told a press conference today that there were 8 other unconfirmed deaths being investigated by the security.
In light of the hardships faced by members of the First Church who were directly affected by this disaster, Pastor Jennings has stepped forward to extend assistance to the saints in Jamaica. This compassionate gesture truly reflects the heart of a genuine leader. Pastor Jennings not only preaches the gospel and baptizes believers, but he also demonstrates deep concern for the physical and emotional well-being of God's people. In a moment, I'll share a brief clip showing some of the areas most impacted by the hurricane, followed by a segment where Pastor Jennings announces his commitment to sending aid to the saints in Jamaica. Let's take a look.
The town of Black River on Jamaica's southwest coast. This was where Hurricane Melissa unleashed its worst. Everywhere, evidence of the destructive power of 185-mile-an-hour winds. And on its ruined streets, 3 days on from the storm, growing desperation. Aid, which has been arriving in the capital, hasn't yet found its way here.
It hasn't come. No minister, nobody hasn't reached there. No supplies, no helicopter help, nothing.
We are hungry here now, so what we can get until they assist us, we will take it.
As you can see, the situation in Black River, St. Elizabeth, is truly heartbreaking. The area has suffered severe devastation in the aftermath of the hurricane. Although these clips were captured of individuals outside of the church, my heart goes out to everyone affected by this tragedy. I've also received reports that members of the faith have been seriously impacted, and we are currently organizing relief packages to support our brothers and sisters in the affected areas. Before we share the clip of Pastor Jennings, let us take another look at the extent of the devastation caused by the hurricane.
No way forward?
Just getting to the areas worst hit is an effort in itself. More than 100 roads blocked. Communications hit hard. The fear that the death toll will rise further as authorities reach more cut-off areas. In Santa Cruz, inland from Black River, Sonia is doing what little she can to recover her livelihood, drying out storm-damaged stock from her shop. But the roof is missing and she doesn't have the money to get it replaced.
I feel cast down, discouraged, like I would have just give it up. But I still doing what I can do. I don't know, I just trying. It's terrible, it's terrible. Everything gone.
People here are used to the ravages of hurricane season, but those hurricanes are now being fueled by a warming Caribbean Sea. As Jamaicans start to recover from the strongest storm in their country's history, the fear is they may not have to wait too long for one stronger still.
Now, this is a time when we must rise above selfishness, as many of our brothers and sisters in the western part of the island are currently enduring great hardship. I encourage everyone to offer assistance wherever possible, not only to members of First Church who have been affected, but also to others across the western region of Jamaica who are in need. I also give thanks to God for a true leader, teacher, and guide who did not overlook a situation like this, but rather extended his support by initiating the formation of the task force who will be giving assistance to the saints of Jamaica. At this time, I will share a message from Pastor Jennings addressing this matter.
I want to form a new Truth of God task force. And this task force that we want to form is centered around when hurricanes hit different areas where we have members, family, spiritual family. Then this task force will come together collectively so we can meet the needs of the churches of our people in various areas.
That's wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Amen. It would be mighty hypocritical of us just preach and travel and baptize and do nothing else. Because Jesus itemized other things. Our brothers and sisters in Jamaica and the various areas been hit very hard, and we want to form a task force that would be responsible for the national gathering of clothing. We know what the government do. That's their business. The government ain't giving you no clothes. In fact, the government may give you just enough to survive. But we want to try to rebuild what any of God's people lost.
That's wonderful.
Amen.
That's so wonderful.
You know, when you talk about helping others, a lot of folk get an attitude and got a problem with it. But I guarantee if they was in that predicament, they want someone to help them. Now, this is not the first time we done this. See, a lot of folk don't know what go on the truth of God behind the scenes. But we have on several occasions have leased or rented trailers, just as long as trailers on the back of tractor trailers. And we have got 2 or 3 of them filled with clothes from top to bottom, from front to back, clothes, shoes, everything, and sent all these freights to Africa. And so distribution can be made to those that are less fortunate than you. And now our Jamaican brothers and sisters, they're in need. And we talked to Jamaica today. The areas that are devastated are all areas where we have church and members. Areas that was not devastated, we have churches there also. So we're going to put together a task force, and everybody should be interested in being a part of this. Amen.
So, Pastor Jennings calling for support towards the saints affected by the hurricane in Jamaica is a profound reminder that compassion and unity must always rise above self-interest. His message reflects the heart of true leadership, one that recognizes that our strength as a people is measured not by what we possess, but is also measured by how willing we are to extend a helping hand to others in their time of need. Pastor Jennings continues to exemplify a spirit of care, empathy, and genuine concern, urging us all to embody the principles of love through action.
Now, what we're going to do Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, all of you that are interested in being on this task force will meet with me Sunday morning on the 4th floor in the minister's room of council. So we should have a good crowd, because we have a construction team there in Jamaica. We're also getting them involved, because people have lost houses and whatever houses they had and don't have no insurance. Some folk can't afford no insurance. And we're going to do everything we can to put food in the mouths of families, clothes on the backs of families, and put shelters, and put families back in shelters. And we're going to do this internationally. Amen. So, 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and like I mentioned to Dan, we want to also be able to reach out to other nonprofit organizations who can get toiletries by the bulk, like the Red Cross and the Salvation Army. Amen. We don't believe in just preaching the gospel, we believe in living in the gospel. You know, many people talk a good game until it's time to get their hands dirty. So you that may have clothing and whatnot, who you had in mind to give the goodwill, here's your goodwill right here. So at 10 o'clock Sunday morning, please be on time. All of you that want to be on this task force, this is very important because we don't want to drag our feet with this, because again, governments that put funding, most time the funding is going to go where the beaches are, where resorts are. That's exactly where 99.9% of funding will go. It's going to go to rebuild hotels, resorts. Just like when Katrina came in Louisiana, the first thing they built was a stadium. That was the interest of the government. My interest is the well-being of the people and the condition of the people and the needs of the people. So a lot of folk don't know what the truth of God do behind the scenes when it comes to aiding people. And I really got a problem with anybody who would say, well, I'll help them, but then don't come around. It ain't no buts, because people don't want to hear no buts when they in need.
That's right, my brothers and sisters. We cannot afford to entertain that kind of mentality. In times like these, we must be sincere, compassionate, and ready to extend a helping hand to our fellow Jamaicans who are facing hardship in the aftermath of the hurricane. Let us come together and do all we can to support our extended family on the island.
It's easy to say but when your belly is full and you know where your next meal is coming. Amen. Jesus said, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When I was naked, you didn't clothe me. He itemized what they did not do. And they questioned him. When did we see you naked or hungry or in prison? Jesus made it plain. What you do to my least ones, you do unto me. So this is also the part of being holy. It ain't just sitting around looking and clapping. You sung tonight, you're a believer, are you? Amen. Minister Cole, I didn't know you had it in you. Amen. It sounds good. You have to be a believer, which means you got to believe what's written. You have to believe what's written and put in practice what's written. So at 10 o'clock Sunday morning, all of you that want to be on this task force team, this is a team where you must get your hands dirty. You can't be lazy, so if you think you're too cute for it, don't waste my time and come. If you think you're too handsome for it, don't waste my time and come. Because if you ever think you're too cute or too handsome to help God people, you don't need to do nothing in church. Absolutely nothing. You know, so there are things that really have to be done in Jamaica, And we want to put our hands to the wheel, and with God's help, with the help of God and the help of the people of God, we want to get these things done. God be our helper. So we had to be discussing more of it as this weekend progressed.
Here we have clear evidence of Pastor Jennings' deep compassion and commitment. He is taking decisive steps to provide assistance for the saints in Jamaica. For many, Pastor Jennings has been more than a leader. He has been a true spiritual father. And this is precisely what a genuine father does. When his children are in need, he does everything within his power to support and uplift them. What we are witnessing is not just leadership in words, but leadership in action. His response to the hardship faced by our brothers and sisters in Jamaica reflects the heart of a shepherd who refuses to ignore the suffering of those entrusted to his care. Let us continue to keep the saints of Jamaica in our prayers, and let us stand together in unity and compassion. Until next time, peace be unto you.